Hey, what's up, Scott with Imagination Creation Films, and today we're talking about these, the CFexpress Type B and SD cards from Nextorage. Will they be your Nextorage choice? I'm pretty sure that was their play on words, but you know, laugh anyway. So before we get started, a little housekeeping. Nextorage did send these over to me for review, but no money has changed hands, and Nextorage has no say whatsoever in the review. So you can rest assured that you'll get the same old, fair, lovable, honest review as always. And, you know, if the thought of creepy coiling cables makes you laugh, scream, or cry. You're doing it wrong. I am too. It's over under. Subscribe. So these are the three cards that I've been testing. A 1330 gigabyte Type B, a 660 gigabyte Type B, and a 256 gigabyte UHS-II SD card. And I chose these three because they fit into my workflow easily, so I can inject them in and out at will and get a solid sense of their abilities. Right off the bat, they worked. They worked really well. They never missed a beat, not once, which oddly enough is exactly what you need in camera media. They simply can't fail, or you as a creator or as a camera operator or DP, you fail. So I ran them in Komodo X and VRaptor and just cranked those cameras up. No issues whatsoever. So I brought them back to my secret lab, my workbench, and I ran a battery of speed tests against them to see where they fit in the world of high-speed storage. Let's start with the 1330 gigabyte B1 Pro. This card did not have a peak speed that differed from its sustained speed, meaning it doesn't have any caching built in. Now, that's not really a good or a bad thing. The only thing that honestly really matters to us is sustained speeds. It also didn't suffer from any heat soak with my Thunderbolt reader, so the long-term sustained write speed is, well, really the only test that we need, as the other tests netted the exact same results. And it would sustain continuously 1.589 gigabytes per second for writes. And for reads, it would sustain 1.82 gigabytes per second, sustained the entire card. Now, on the 660 B1 Pro, the card performed almost identically with the 1330, and it has no peak and no short-term speeds that deviated from the sustained speeds. The 660 performed at 1.54 gigabytes per second for writes, and for reads, it maintained 1.82 gigabytes per second. That's 1,820 megabytes per second. It's pretty fast. This was almost a perfect match for, well, the larger card, which does show consistency in their manufacturing and, well, numbers you can count on. Now, the SD card was obviously a little bit slower, as the SD card standard is quite slow in comparison to CFexpress. But this card pushed the limits of that SD standard with a sustained write speed of 255 megabytes per second, and read speeds just slightly higher at 296 megabytes per second. Now that's blazing fast for SD cards, and that's sustained. It's also perfect for rapid recovery when you're shooting stills on your mirrorless, or when you want to record high bitrate video on mirrorless cams. It's a good little card. Now, I continued to use these cards day in and, well, day out, and I did it for, honestly, a couple of months, and they just did exactly what they were supposed to do. Go the right way. They did the entire time. I never lost a bit. You get it, a bit. Never got a record error or a buffer error. They simply did their job, and I relied on these quite regularly. Now, I have completely cycled these cards at least 8 to 10 times each, and they work. Simple. Exactly what you're looking for in a high-speed camera storage. And they're RED approved, so no warning messages either. Just plug in and enjoy your day. So what are the pros and cons? Well, pros. They're fast, really fast. Another pro, there's no heat soak. They never had to throttle due to excessive heat. They're reliable. I mean, that right there, that's a 1, 2, 3 punch win right there. Cons? There's a con. The real con is, compared to some others out there on the market, they can kind of seem pricey. But reliability and consistency is something that's worth spending extra for, as long as it's not too crazy. These aren't too out of whack. I mean, there's one card out there that's just by far the best bang for the buck, but not quite as fast as these. These, they do their job and they're reliable. There's software on their website that you can recover data on here should you have any issues with that. I mean, a good card, it's something that's worth spending extra for, because you can't buy peace of mind after the fact. Not going to help. So what do you think about these cards? Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts, and remember to like, subscribe, and support the channel by purchasing through any of the affiliate links below. Also, you can really stand out and become a channel member as well. It allows you to be part of the cool kids club like these top tier members. And as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.